Hi! So I want to review a magazine. And the magazine I want to review are Spirits and Destiny, June 2012. Now this is an British publication, and first a little bit about this magazine in general. You can learn some good things from it. It does have the occasional little gem of information, however it is somewhat trashy, and it is extremely female-centric. I mean, look at this cover. I mean, you might as well stamp it with a big "No Men Allowed." So yeah, and all the methods described in here and so on are very based on women. Now, all in all, however, I think this is an interesting publication. It is not very expensive new. It costs £3.10, so which is about, I don't know, $5 or so, I think. So it's not a very expensive magazine. It is fairly thick, and for me it is excellent loo material. I enjoy reading magazines when I answer nature's call, to say it like that. So yeah, one bad thing about the magazine right off the bat is that it is very, very flexible, making it somewhat hard to read. It's okay when you can have it in your lap, but sometimes I like to read in bed and so on, and then this doesn't work. Another negative thing with that is that you have to be quite careful with it, not to damage it, which of course makes finding these second-hand somewhat difficult. It's not rare, and you shouldn't pay too much for them, but you might have to look around eBay and so a bit to find issues. I also think that if you search up Spirit and Destiny, they do have back issues, so you can find it. So yeah, now to this issue. I don't think I have time to go through every article because there are a lot, but I will go through the index. We have Where the Wild Things Are. Harness the power of nature and hone your animal instincts with this oracle. It is basically, they have printed up some oracle cards, but the problem is how you're gonna use it to tell fortunes with, because even if you cut it out of your magazine and destroy it, it will be on this very, very, very soft paper. I guess if you have a good scanner, you can scan it in and print it out on a bit harder paper and so on, so you can do that, but yeah, that's sort of cheaping out. How to banish bad vibes. Simple exercises to fend off negativity. That is pretty okay article. It is simple techniques. Now, this magazine, something that is good about it is that everything is pretty simple. You don't need to have been into the occult or into New Age and so on for a lot of time to get it. At the same time, it might be a bit too simple techniques for those that have been in it for some time, but then again, I like simple. And then we have practical magic, spells, tips, and Wiccan lore. I actually like this section. It is with every issue. I will find it so I can show you guys. In the back of the magazine, you have a practical magic section. It's only a few pages, but yeah. And I have no idea if my camera picks this up properly. Yeah, it does. And it have practical lore, some spells, and so on. So yeah, for example, you have one here. Positivity in a pot. In season this month is the lovely board bean. You might not think it is very magical, but it is a powerful symbol of hope, because the beans are hidden in their pod waiting to reveal their full potential. Board beans also stand for prosperity, because they are green, the color of money. When I'm shelling my board beans, the kids and I do an intuition exercise, taking it, taking it in turns to guess how many beans are in each pod. It is vital for witches to develop their intuition, because so much of what we do and work with, such as deities and spellcasting, can't be seen by the naked eye. Once the beans are shelled, I cook them and garnish them with butter, another symbol of prosperity. Thanks to the golden color, along with a herb that suits my purpose for the day, I'll use thyme to encourage positive thinking and sage to banish stress and negativity. So yeah, it's little practical techniques like that, nothing too fancy. Here we have a little spell. So yeah, I really like these pages. Other than those, however, this is more for New Age than for uh, witchcraft, the typical kind of witchcraft. So it is very New Agey and very trendy. So yeah, on what's in this magazine. Onward with it. We found a spiritual destiny. Meet three women who dare to chase their unconventional dreams. Little feel-good fluff piece with a spiritual pet. I take readers to a place of hope. Best-selling author Celia Ashen tells us how the supernatural inspires her work. Self-explanatory. My life in pictures. Our reporter pieces together her emotions at a Soul College workshop. Yeah. I want my gift to empower women. Renowned medium T.J. Higgs tells the moving story of her life with spirit. This is very interesting. If you like this medium and are interested in her work, this is a good article. It had to be you. How fate played a long game for two couples whose love was meant to be. That's so sweet. It's like, of course it's presented as they are soulmates and so on, and you might believe in that or not. You have these people who were sweethearts, and then they were separated, and then they're reunited, so I think it was 30 years after, and it's so sweet. Life solutions. Two psychics advise a struggling actor. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you have natural health solutions. I think this is a staple of every issue, which is basically you can write into the magazine and they answer all sorts of questions about health and give advice on natural remedies for problems. Hands that heal, the therapeutic effects of massage. This is a pretty good one. I'll actually gonna show you a bit of that because that's one of the better ones. Which was it? It was page 44. Something on page 40. Yeah, hands that heal. It shows basic massage techniques. I've been learning massage from my mother since I was a little girl, so I might not get too much out of this, but it's nice to have it in this little magazine format, and it is really useful little techniques for how to make your partner or the family members feel better. So yeah, I like that section. It's good. Health news, keeping well inside and out, and real life healing. Does magnetic therapy really work? which is this article here. If I could get it into. Like I said, it is a very soft magazine. There we have it. Which is basically some basics on magnetic therapy, which is an interesting article. But wait, there's more! Like I said, there is a lot of stuff in this magazine. Is your personality making you ill? Face your faults and lead a healthier life. Pretty self-explanatory too. The Food Guru. How to nourish your fertility. Which is also pretty self-explanatory. The Angel Whisperer. 5 ways on leaving things to chance. Astro Agony. Problems solved via the stars. Then we have Retail Therapy, which is basically, I think it is the most stupid section of this magazine that comes in every magazine, because it usually don't have anything to do with the magazine itself. I'll show you. Where was it? 66. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, this is a New Age magazine. And this is the buying and selling page, which, except for 1 or 2 items, have nothing to, like this item is a bit New Age related, and that it has nothing to do with it. We have cocktail pins and dresses and welcome mats. So why couldn't I find some tarot cards, something that has something to do with the magazine? And I do this every issue. And we have Spiritual Spa, basically various natural methods to take care of your body, and often with a spiritual twist. Getaways for the girls. That one is actually an interesting one, but of course expensive. It is how to have a girls' night out or a girls' weekend and so on, but doing something spiritual with it. Now the problem with it is that go and see this spiritual location, go and see this spiritual location, and that costs money. I would have liked that article better if it had some examples of things you could do that if you didn't have several $100s to blow on going somewhere fancy. You could have some, but for the most part it is go see this place, go see that place. And then we have All-Star Diet. Yeah, I have been very interested lately in involving my spiritual life into my diet. As you can see, I'm overweight, and I think that if I can, that's why I've been more interested in kitchen magic and so on. If I can bring a healthy diet into my spiritual practice, it might be easier to keep that and get more healthy. So I was really looking forward to that article. However, it is shit. The problem with it is that every sign gets about this much information, and it is so detailed, so that it really is completely, utterly useless. The concept of eating after your star sign is pretty good, but that article, no, not so much. Holistic Haven, enhance your life through your home. Basically, yeah, they have a lot of feng shui and other that types of get energy flowing in your home type articles. Manifest your dreams with geomancy. That's an amazing article. I really like it. It is a big article that has symbols, exercises. It can really get you going with that system. This magazine is worth it for that article alone. And that is the Manifest Your Dreams with Geomancy. So if you're at all interested in Geomancy and but think it's a bit difficult to get into, this will clarify it for you. So yeah, that alone makes it worth hunting down this magazine and reading that article and starting practicing it. I can't praise that enough. And then we have Enlighten Us, Your Letters and Experiences. Every magazine has to have one of those sections. Psychic phone lines, reading by phone or text. Alternative living, Jane Alexander on the power of the sun. Spirit guide, New Age news and views. Make a day to a spiritual diary for the month. The Stars Behind the Stars, which is if you are interested in celebrities, you can learn about their astrology. Yeah, wonderful. I guess if you like that kind of things, it might be interesting. Competition, win a 3-night Spanish spa escape. Time in the latest exotic entertainment. What's on events around the country. Subscriptions, receive a free book or Angel Revelations. Preview, what's coming up in the July issue, and back chat. So yeah, there's a lot of information in here. Now, most of the articles are very superficial, like you would expect in a magazine article, but there are some good ones. Now, I have several of these magazines, so how would I rate this one compared to most of them? I would say it is in the top 10 of the ones I have, but it doesn't reach the top. It has 2 or 3 really good articles, and the rest of them are sort of meh. Like I said, they're good things to read on the loo, but not that much more. One thing, however, that is annoying about these magazines is pages and pages and pages of this. But that you will find in all of them. All sort of call Madame Zoe to pay $1 million a minute and she will tell you your fortune. And I think that makes the magazine look less serious. Anyway, I have been rambling on about this magazine for 18 minutes, so I guess it's time for me to shut up and end the review. So yeah, this issue has 98 pages. It has nice pictures, some okay articles, a lot of meh ones, and a few bad ones. I would give this magazine 6 out of 10, though that article on geometry is a 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of Spirit and Destiny, June 2012 issue. I hope you have enjoyed the review, and blessed be.